But for reasons that have never been adequately explained to the public, despite repeated Freedom of Information requests by the Twin Towers Alliance, Larry Silverstein was let out of his contract. Nevertheless, he still controls the agenda at Ground Zero, even though he has none of his own money at risk. Let me repeat, if the Port Authority had simply done its civic duty after 9/11, today we would have gleaming new Twin Towers soaring above Lower Manhattan, and they would have been up for years, at no expense to the people of New York and New Jersey. Not only were new Twin Towers what the American people wanted all along, not only was building them the right thing to do morally and politically, it was the financially and economically responsible thing to do as well. Even just 3 years ago, when we sat in Christopher Ward's office as Ken Gardner presented his Twin Towers 2 plan, it was obvious the Port Authority could still save billions of dollars if it embraced the Gardner plan instead of the current disastrous one. Remember, at that point, Ground Zero was little more than a hole in the ground. But instead of adopting a plan that would save billions of dollars, and which, according to an MSNBC poll, 90% of the American people preferred to the Freedom Tower design, Ward put the unpopular, costly current plan on steroids with a predictable result that the public is now being asked to foot the bill for the Port Authority's arrogance, extravagance, and incompetence. Here's what needs to be done. The site needs to be transferred immediately to the American people. It was the American people who were attacked on 9/11, not just the Port Authority. The current plan should be converted to the Twin Towers 2 plan. All those workers on the site would be retained and hundreds more hired as well. Finally, a thorough investigation needs to be launched to find out how Silverstein got out of his contract and where all the money went. One thing is certain, the Port Authority made this mess, and the Port Authority needs to pay for this mess, not the commuters of New York and New Jersey. Thank you.
Thank you. The next speaker.